John is at the Electric Ballroom, and I'm here with the kid without fear, Danny Black, and I got it right on the third attempt, but you won't know this. But great to see you today. Mate, your match against Lio Rush was amazing. And I'm saying that with purpose because, I mean, firstly, I know that from a teenager, from a 15, 16-year-old, he was one of the guys that you idolised on the scene. He was one of the guys that you would watch and turn the telly on and purposefully kind of study his work. On a personal level, what did it mean to kind of be in the ring with one of your legit heroes today at Chapter 148?
It was definitely nerve-wracking, especially during the week. So it was weird, like I was very nervous during the week, and I was like, you can ask my girlfriend, I was getting so stressed during the week, just panicking, like, am I going to do well? Like, am I going to shit the bed because it's Lio Rush? But like as soon as I got here and like we properly met and talked, he's such like a lovely guy that it put me at ease, and I was a lot more calm than I thought I would be today. Obviously still quite a lot of nerves, because as you said, like I came up watching him, like all the time I go on YouTube, type in Lio Rush, see what 3 matches I could watch, like just studying, because like he's so fucking sick. And yeah, I've looked up to him for a while, so it meant a lot for Progress to trust me with him in a singles match especially, because obviously recently I've been doing a lot of tag stuff with CPF, which I love, obviously it's still going to continue, but I just kind of wanted a singles match that was big to like prove that I've still got that in me, because like during the tapings I didn't have CPF, it was just me putting out the best singles match I could every time, so I wanted to prove that I could do it in front of a crowd, and hopefully I did.
And I mean the match was amazing, probably one of the fastest matches I think I've ever seen in my whole life. To be in there with somebody like that, and you're lightning quick yourself, to have 2 athletes go in at 100 miles an hour like that in the ring, what's that like? What's that like? I've never laced up a pair of boots, been in the ring, taken a bump. What's that like to be in there with him?
I feel like it would be a lot harder if I haven't studied his stuff for so long. So I kind of knew what to expect coming in, that I knew there was going to be running everywhere, not being able to catch him. So I kind of anticipated it. And I was doing extra cardio before to get ready for this one. But yeah, like having studied him for so long, I knew what to expect. So it wasn't a shock, but it was definitely difficult to keep up with him.
Yeah. And I think we only found out as fans that match was actually going to be taking place midweek this week. So probably 3 or 4 days ago. When did you find out?
Just before you lot did.
No way.
Yeah. So I'd spoken to Progress and literally just straight up asked, can I wrestle Lio Rush? Because I put out a list of dream matches a few years ago, and I hadn't been able to tick any of them off yet, and I knew that Progress Management had some connections with Lio, so I just straight up asked, can I wrestle Lio Rush? And they was like, we'll see what we can do. And then I get a call out of the blue like midweek saying, we might be able to get Lio Rush for this next show in a couple of weeks, you ready? And I was like, yeah. And I got the chest tattoo like 5 days ago, and I was like, oh, do I cancel the tattoo? I was like, no, I need to, like, I can't let the artist down, but at the same time I'm not going to turn down the match. So I was like, fuck it, if it stings, it stings. Like, I just need this match, so I was happy to have it whenever, so I'm glad it happened. And
what I think happened today was, I think Progress have got a new single star on their hand, and we spoke a lot about CPF. You've just mentioned about the Peckham era, and when that was before CPF were a thing, a collective. You guys have always been close friends, of course. But I think what's happened today is we've seen before our very eyes a new single star kind of happen in that ring today. This is going to be a really strange question, and probably the silliest question I've asked in a long time, but do you feel any different coming out of that match, confidence-wise? Now you know you can go in there with an athlete like a Lio Rush. Do you think that's taken you to the next level?
I definitely feel it has, like, just getting to like feel how he moved in the ring, and like being able to like plan with him beforehand and everything. It was just a mad experience to like get to work with someone that experienced and someone that I look up to so much, and like seeing the reaction we got, which was really good. Like, it's definitely filled me with a bit more confidence that I don't necessarily need the CPF boys to get that big reaction, which is what I was kind of doubting before, because as I said, like all my big singles matches happened during taping, so there was no crowd to get behind me, so I didn't know how it was going to go. And obviously, I know I can have bangers with CPF, but I was doubting whether I still had it in me. But now I've definitely got my confidence back, and as well as tagging with CPF, we're going for the tag straps, but I'd love to have a few more standout singles matches here and there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've seen you in some, banger singles matches. I was in Cardiff and I saw you against Mike Bird, and obviously again tonight against Lio Rush. Slightly different train of thought now. Really sick gear tonight.
Thank you.
Amazing boots, tights. Just the gear was probably the best I've seen from you, to be honest with you. I know you. Do you make your own gear?
I design it, so I don't.
Design it, right? Okay. Sick gear. Tell us a bit about the gear. Was it inspired by anything or anybody in particular? Give us a bit of an insight into your gear. And I've never asked that in 4 years of doing podcasting. But tell us a bit about your gear.
Yeah, that's a cool question actually. I'm a big Marvel fan. Obviously the gimmick's inspired a lot by Daredevil. So I looked at a couple of comic images and a couple of images from the Netflix series, and I kind of wanted to merge like the real life costume with the comic costume. And that's what I drew up, because as you said, I design a lot of gear, like even for other workers, like the ones Spike Trevay was wearing, I designed them. I've designed stuff for G Money that he hasn't got yet, but yeah, it's something I really enjoy doing, like getting to use some of the art skills that I used to have in school, and it's just an extra way to get out my creativity, so I definitely enjoy it. And the thing with designing gear for other people now is like, in between doing stuff for other people, I'm just constantly drawing for myself. So now I'm going to be broke because I've got like 5 designs I want to get done with like soon. So yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah. A couple of final questions for me. So you finished a match with Lio Rush. You go backstage. You must be full of adrenaline, hyped up, maybe a little bit beaten up, but feeling amazing. I'm guessing you're feeling amazing. What's that feeling like when you go back through the curtain and you got Lio there? You obviously have a bit of a chat. Tell us about kind of what happens after that match this evening.
Yeah, it was just really cool because I felt like kind of a bit of relief, because as I said throughout the week, I was like really stressed about this. Like I want to nail this match. So it was a relief that it got like a good reaction, and speaking to Lio, he was happy with it, which I'm just thrilled about. So hopefully we get to do it again, maybe go longer next time. Hopefully I'll come out on top. But yeah, just shout out to Lio Rush, because he's been so like good to me throughout the day. Just like generally chatting with me, so proper down to earth guy. So
he's a proper pro, isn't he? And a nice guy.
100%. So like it put me at a lot more ease, like being as nervous as I was, that I was working with someone as nice as him. So yeah.
But Danny Black, I'm going to say it again, a real standout match tonight, a star-making performance. Really, really pleased that you got to wrestle one of your heroes, and that you kind of gave him, like I say, an awesome match that I'm sure he'll remember as well. But like I say, I think you've got a very, very exciting 2023 ahead of you, and I think all of us at home can't wait to see what that 2023 looks like for yourself and the CPF boys. But like I say, really excited about your solo career and future solo matches. But Danny Black, thank you very much.
Thank you.